Hello, influencers. How are we doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching me. Welcome to another edition of No Host Bad with IT. My name is Itunu. How are you doing, people? Thank you so much, all of you, my subscribers. So, to set the record straight, I usually call my subscribers influencers. Okay, so if you want to join the family of influencers, please click that red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will be the first to know whenever I get to upload videos. So how are you doing, people? I'm so glad to be with you again today. So I saw something. Let me allow you to subscribe first before we move on. Let's do this. Thank you so much. God bless you real good. So I saw something online and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Are we seeing a case of self-deceit, trying to hide uh, the fact of what is really going on the social media? I know a lot of people live their lives painting pictures of what is not on the social media. All right, why people do that, I don't really know. I mean, it depends. Individual has. I mean, you have your life, so you are the only one who know why you do that. We have seen women who, especially celebrities, they buy gifts for themselves and they will post that, okay, their boyfriend bought this, their husband bought that, until later when things begin to go sour between them and we begin to see a lot of things will be revealed. Okay, so individuals know why they do what they do. So I saw, you see this behind me right here? Yes, this is what was posted on Sammie Okpso's Instagram page on November 4. That it was the post said it was a throwback to an event. Okay, so and then and also you remember everybody. I mean, he's a celebrity, a gospel singer, Sammie Okpso, who unfortunately uh, died few days ago, Friday specifically. Now, and also I saw these photos of him, a photo of him, and then I'm like, okay, what happened? What the thing that was posted on November 4, there was a lot of jamboree there. He was ministering and all that. Now, those pictures you're looking at, does it look like someone who will have ministered on November 4? Yeah. I wanted to you to take critical look at this flyer behind me. It just says Praise Party 2022. No month, I didn't see any month there, so one doesn't really know when that event took place. So was it Sammie's manager that posted that on the social media? We have seen pastor, I mean, we talked about it just a few days ago. Biodun Fatoyimbo, who has been in London for months receiving treatment for whatever ailment, and his YouTube channel, his church's YouTube channel, still as if he was in Koza Abuja. I mean, throughout, posting. So, if Sammie was, he has said to have been sick for a while. If he was like this before he died, then that suggests to me that he will not be that present on the social media. Like I said, this praise party, we don't know when it held. If you know, please let me know in the comment section. So and again, another fact that has emerged is that it wasn't that he slumped like we were initially made to know. Someone who said to be a pastor, maybe that person was his pastor, has said that he received a call around 4:45 a.m. on that Friday morning. A floor reached Peters, and that is a pastor of one church. Maybe it was, well, maybe he was Sammie's pastor, and he was at the other end. He was hearing Sammie wake up in Jesus' name, and then he got to the house, and Sammie was on the seat downstairs. He was actually said to be watching TV, and then he went off, and that was it. So it wasn't as if Islam like were made to understand. When this story about him, uh, uh, about him, that he was slumped, came up, the initial reaction was that, oh, maybe he wasn't taking enough rest, maybe he wasn't checking himself medically and all that. So but then, with this fact now, with this photo, one would be able to establish that he has been sick, although they say he has been sick for a while, and I can see with this photo that it was a bad one. He has degenerated this to this level. So people, please, like we always say, nobody just slum and die. I have said it on this channel before. Where I live here in America, we do what we call physical every year. We do what we call physical every. I said it too in a testimony in my other channel where I discussed a product. Actually, I've not discussed that in a while, and there is a reason for that. So so we're made to do physicals every year. It is a yearly thing. That's checking everything. You're doing a medical check. Yeah, a comprehensive medical check. As the one I did last year, I'll keep saying it. Fine. Then a few months ago when I went to do, and my doctor said, okay, they will do ECG, they will check your kidney, they will check your lungs, everything they will check. And then my doctor said, okay, your heartbeat is a little bit off compared to last year. We're not going to die one day, definitely, definitely. But then let us do our part. Actually, after all, the scripture promised us some years. I mean, Sammie was just 51. So my doctor said, okay, your ECG is a little bit off, and then he referred me to a cardiologist. Inside of me, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. I was up and doing, bubbling up and doing, all right, bubbling about the place rather. Now, so I now went to see. I scheduled an appointment. It took 3 weeks for me to see the cardiologist. But then, when he told me that, he actually made me to wear the machine home overnight, so that they want to monitor. They want to monitor how my breathing is while I slept, and while I'm up and up there road. I mean, up and running. I was able to do all my job, everything. I was able to do all what I needed to do. The only thing I couldn't take my bath because of the wiring. It was so interesting. So he said, go and sleep with it and come back the following day. And when I came back, I said, okay, the breathing is still off. You need to see cardiology. So when that happened, I got home and I ordered for that product. Yes, I can tell you, I ordered for it because there's a particular one that is very good for the heart. I ordered for it. It arrived the third day, and I began to drink it. In 3 weeks, when I saw the cardiologist, he checked my ECG. Said, well, you are okay. Why did your doctor say you should see me? Okay, let me do a comprehensive test on your heart. And he did what they call echo. Yeah, it is like the scan. Let me just, here they call it sonograph, but in Nigeria we call it scan. It's like when a pregnant woman goes to do a scan. All right. So it was so interesting. I was just looking at my heart on the screen, and the doctor did everything. He said, "Okay, you're fine." So meanwhile, before I went, like I said, before I went to do my physical, I didn't feel anything. I mean, so nobody just slumped in a day. Sammie Okpso wasn't a man. We know the health issue in Nigeria, but then Sammie wasn't a man who will not be able to afford to run yearly tests, honestly. So it's not enough to just go about. Please, even if the government of Nigeria is not responsible enough to make this thing compulsory, because here it's the normal. I mean, you just have to do it. You know, let us be responsible ourselves. We know, like, well, I mean, we all know one day we'll all be going like one after the other, but let's do what we need to do. Please give this video a thumbs up, and then share with your friends and relatives out there. I always say it, when you give video thumbs up, not mine alone, any YouTube channel video you see and you like, it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, so thank you so much for doing that. So what are we saying? Let us take care of ourselves. I'm sure if this if he had known that something was going on, you see, before ailment appear on the body, a lot has gone on inside. Like I just told you, I didn't feel anything. I mean, as far as I was concerned, nothing was going on. But when I went to do that physical, it brought out what I did not know was there. So if Sammie, for instance, had been doing tests, I'm not blaming him for anything, but when we do look at those two photos, I mean, they are not pile apart, you know. I mean, the gap is the difference is clear. All right. So if he has been doing tests, we'll have known that, okay, that's the difference between advanced countries and Africa. We take a lot of things for granted. We assume that, okay, we are praying, we are, you know, honestly, it's good to pray and fast, but do you know that there are people that cannot fast? Yes, I have a friend, we're Christians. I mean, she used to fast. I mean, she can do 3 days, but then later she discovered that when she fasts, she begin to have headache, you know, banging headache. And then she went to do test, and the doctor said, okay, she has low blood pressure. Yes, you heard me, low blood pressure. So, and that, you know, there is high blood pressure, that she had low blood pressure, that the solution is that she shouldn't skip any meal. And because according to the doctor, there is no medication for it, but don't skip any meal. When you wake up in the morning, drink water, at least drink something, drink water. I mean, just drink something. Don't skip any meal and all that. That was how she stopped fasting. That doesn't mean that God will not answer her prayers. In fact, as a matter of fact, God is answering our prayer fast. So what are we saying? Don't let us be too spiritual. And you know that a lot of pastors who tell you to fast, they eat in their clothes. Yeah, yes. They do. They eat in their clothes. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them. We have testimonies about them. I don't want to go into that. And then in Nigeria, Africa generally, autopsies are not done. If autopsies were done, we will have a lot of medical issues will have been taken care of. That is what doesn't happen in advanced country. If somebody was stabbed to death in advance, they will see the autopsy. You wonder, but everybody know he was stabbed to death. They want to they want to know a lot of things. Okay, at what angle did the knife enter the body? At where was he or she stabbed? Is it the chest region? At what angle did it touch the heart? They will do all this analysis. You may want to say, but we all know this person was stabbed. Now they will still do autopsy. So I think it's something doing up families should look into. Doing autopsy doesn't mean you are not a believer. It doesn't mean you are not a Christian. Come on, people. Unfortunately, even when pastors die, autopsies are not done. They see it doesn't mean that it's autopsy. I've said it on this channel before. Autopsy help medical science to be able to advance, so that they will know, okay, the cause of this is this, the cause of this death is this. What can we do? What pharmacists will begin to brainstorm the kind of medication that can be introduced. What a lot is, you see, it's so sad. I met an 85-year-old woman recently. She's a white lady. She looked like 60. And she told me that she's 85. I was like, wow. I said, man, you are really blessed. You look like 60. She's so, pim, 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 pim. They grow so old. Trust me, they do. The life expectancy rate in advanced country of the world is very, is a super, unlike compared to Africa, Nigeria, and Africa countries. We know things are happening. People are not even feeding well. But for those who can afford it, please take care of yourself. Don't jettison autopsy. It's not a sin to do autopsy. What it does is that it helps medical science to advance, so that they'll know what to do for, for things like that not to happen again. Ultimately, we will all die, but there are some deaths that are not necessary at the time they happen. Sammie's death was one of it. We have a lot of other deaths that have happened in recent time, and we'll be like, okay, this wasn't necessary at this time. It's not when it happened and that we begin to cry, we begin to say, hey, the person has gone to be with the Lord. The person, I saw a post that he's singing with angels in heaven. Okay, thank God for that. But how about he still being here with his wife, and still working for God's kingdom? Because as it were, there are a lot of angels in heaven singing at the throne of the Lord. The scriptures say they bow to him every second, saying, holy, holy, holy. So why would God need Sammie to come and join them now? Yeah, I said a few days ago, maybe if that was before I saw this, God knows the best. God might want to take him so that he will not sin again. Yeah, he will not fall again. But when I saw this picture, when I saw this post, I was like, okay, a lot still needs to be done in the area of us deceiving ourselves that things are okay when they are not. If Sammie was like this before he died, this other photo you are looking at, and yet a post was made on November 4 on his Instagram page, showing videos of where he was ministering. I don't know how old that video was. Okay, so don't let us continue to live in self-deceit. When things are happening, let us just address it as quickly as we can. Thank you so much, people. I'm going to be seeing you again very soon. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. You don't need to notice anything before you will see your doctor. A lot of time people will think that going to do checkup will cost a lot of money. Trust me, not all the time, because even the money we use, especially in Nigeria, the money we use to do parties, come on, people, when it is time to do parties, the money with the money surface, people put on wigs that are like 200,000, 250,000. Oh my goodness. You're putting a whole plot of land on your head. I mean, and yet people won't be able to walk into their doctor's office and do autopsy. I mean, sorry, and do medical check. Now, a Nigeria actor died sometimes back. Dejo, you all know him, and some of the a Nollywood actors say, "Hey, the doctors killed him, and they didn't attend to him on time." They just walked to the hospital himself. I said in the video I dropped that time, the African man will not go to the hospital except he's feeling really bad. So doctors are not magicians. They will only do their best. Yes. So let us help them to do their job. And I think pastors have enough to do in this area. Stop downplaying the jobs of doctors. Nigerian pastors, stop it. Stop downplaying when oh my god, a lot is happening. They will say they cured this disease, they raise the dead, this and that. So people will think that okay, if they keep on praying, nothing will happen to them. We have seen pastors even slum on the altar. Yes, on the altar. Yeah. So think deeply, people. Don't go to church. I always say, don't go to church with your brain left at home. Go to church with your brain intact. Thank you so much. I want to see you again very soon. I love you. Take care of yourself and God bless you. Bye.